headed to the Friga Facility. As always, you know, we're gonna drive and talk there. A lot of guys was asking me all these questions, so yeah, we headed right there. You guys already seen day one at the Friga Facility.
Yo, subscribe for more content.
Yes,
come on now.
for sure. Behind the scenes,
Yeah.
We hooped out, we balled out, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys right now. I am sore. I am so sore right now, to the point where in the last video I said I felt like LeBron. I still feel like LeBron. I'm talking about these players, and they're hoopers. Like these are players that's going all in. They're hooping, they're balling every single day, whatever the case may be. You know, and I'm a coach. You know, I'm a coach, but I still know different lanes I should be going, different lanes I should be taking as far as on the basketball court. You know, as I mentioned, I ended the last video off of talking about proper positioning when it comes to the basketball court. You know, whether let's just say you're playing 3v3, which we ran a lot of 3v3s yesterday. We ran 3v3, 2-on-2, 1v1s. You know, king of the courts. So all different type of variations of basketball, which I love. You know, I'm a savant. I don't know if that's a proper word, but like I love it. I feed off of that. You know, the competition. You know, I feed off of going back and forth on the basketball court. And it's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. You win some, you lose some. That's just all part of the game. You know, we won, we lost. We won at one. We won two in a row. We lost, and we won 2 in a row. We was always winning 2 in a row, then losing. Whatever the case may be, right? But I'm wore out, I will say. But I need to get this conditioning in. Today, we're going to be shooting a free throw challenge. You guys know I'm like 90% on free throws, and it's like I'm talking all this now, and I know how good I am at the free throw line, but it's like anything can happen when the video starts. You know, meaning I don't have control. Nobody else has control on. Okay, this is gonna be a practice shot, or we're gonna shoot our free throw right in. You know what I mean? So nobody really has an advantage whether you're shooting 90%, 80%, 50%. You know, if you only get one shot, if you shoot 50%. That could be your chance of making it. You know, obviously you got a higher percentage, the higher, you know, your percentage is, but it's still the fact of it's anybody's ball game. Anybody can win that challenge. And that's what I love about it. You know, it can be anybody. So I'm a good free throw shooter. As you guys can see yesterday in my last video, so I'm gonna break this down as well. So we went to game 7, meaning 7 points, right? After that 7th point, you gotta shoot a free throw. I hit game 2 times yesterday, and I made that free throw. Meaning, you gotta make the free throw. But I'm saying I'm a good free throw shooter. But when it comes down to these challenges, you know, you're gonna have 100 people shooting free throws. Anything can happen. Wrong flick of the wrist. You know, your lineman's not on or it's off. Anything can happen. So I say that to say this should be interesting. I'm so sore, I don't think I want to play 3v3 or anything like that. That's how sore I am. I will say that. I am very, it's just my legs, but this is usually what happens when I start off like this. Like my first week or so getting back into the gym. I will say I'm getting back into the gym. Just left the season as far as, you know, coaching, which I'm in the gym. But when you're coaching, you know, you're doing, you know, it's not competitive as much as this. This is competitive where they want to eat your face off. Like these players, they want to eat your face off. Shout out TNC, shout out, I'm also give, you know, Friga's flowers. Shout out Friga for, you know, hosting these events, hosting different types of content on top of the events, allowing me to do the back behind the scenes as well. So I'm getting a lot of BTS footage. He's recording some footage, you know, on his own. I'm getting sent some footage as well. So this is basically going to be the channel where if you guys want to see a lot of behind the scenes footage, you guys will see it. You guys might see a lot of behind the scenes footage today, just based on the fact of I'm pretty sore. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sore. And So I'm just gonna pop up, but I am gonna be in the challenge. Tomorrow should be a whole nother ball game, so I'm not really gonna extort. I'm not really gonna exert my energy as much, but what I will do is I'll still get out there and do what I gotta do, obviously. But I'm gonna do the free throw challenge. There's another challenge I'm gonna do as well, and yeah. So this video is gonna be the free throw challenge, behind the scenes. Last video, if you haven't watched last video, make sure you guys watch last video. I appreciate everybody that watched last video. It's an hour long, so these couple of these videos will be an hour long. Each video will get better and better. I'm doing all the editing. I'm not only, like I said, putting my body out there, you know, the physicality of basketball, of 1v1, of 3v3, of 2v2, because it's not 5 versus 5. A lot of you guys don't know, playing 5 versus 5 is actually a lot easier than 2-on-2, than 3-on-3, right? You know, if you're playing 5-on-5, it's 4 other people on your team. You playing 1v1, it's just yourself, having to do the moves, having to guard up, you know, check rock. So, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, I'm just getting my body prepared for it. I'm staying hydrated. That's the key element. You know, if you're playing basketball, you're playing sports out there, stay hydrated. You know, that's one of the key aspects when it comes down to any type of sport, hydration. So make sure you're staying hydrated. I'm drinking those bottles of water is like gold, like liquid gold. I'm drinking like 2 at a time. Like, that's how long we was on the basketball court. So yeah, so staying hydrated, and that's the key factor. But my shirt, I don't know if I had like some blood on my shirt. I washed my shirt and it's stained up, so Friga can get me another shirt. We can go ahead and get another shirt popping off. I'm gonna cut that shirt up as well, and you know, I'm gonna rock out just like that. Got my shoes, so we're gonna do what it do. And on top of that, as I mentioned last video, I appreciate everybody that's been watching my content. Drop your whatever size shoe you wear. I'll be doing giveaways on my next video. So the winner of my last giveaway, I'll put on my next video. So you guys want to stay tuned, you know, when it comes down to that as well, because I will be doing giveaways. So I love doing, just giving back to the community, giving back to people who, you know, support me. That's all it comes down to. Really all it comes down to. Tomorrow, or next video I should say, I said tomorrow, but the next video, you're going to see some 1v1, you're going to see some 2v2, 3v3, you're going to see that. I'll most likely be rested up, most likely will not be sore, but on top of that, I plan on playing. You know, today, I trimmed it all down to 1 hour, but yesterday I had 3 hours of just raw footage. That's basketball footage, not me talking right like I'm doing now. I had 3 hours of on the basketball court footage. So I say that to say a lot of the footage that I'm recording out there for you guys, it's just all raw footage. You know, I did that my first video just for the simple fact of me being able to, or you guys seeing the raw footage, no edits, you know. But I take those videos and you know, this content stuff very, very seriously, and it gets repurposed. But once I have those, you know, I'll leave it to the TNC and Friga to, you know, create the other content as far as the 1v1, showing scoreboards and all stuff like that. If you guys want me to add the scoreboard to these videos, I will. But as of right now, you know, I'm just putting the raw footage out there because this content is behind the scenes. You know, it's behind the scenes content, right? So this is what they're allowing me to do on the side of them creating the real content and the real footage. So I'm extremely blessed to be able to create the behind the scenes. But a lot of the behind the scenes, like I said, you guys want to see it first. You guys want to see it first. So it's gonna be a win-win situation. And yeah, we're headed there. As always, you know, heading to the Friga Facility. I hopped on the plate yesterday, which is it's like a shaking plate, help get warmed up. There's a sauna there. I'm probably gonna hop on the sauna. Today I'm I'm trying to see was there like there was some type of massaging thing there, so I'm gonna do that as well. So for the most part, I'm gonna see what recovery aspects Friga have, and I know he mentioned on my last video this type of things that he was looking to do and looking to get into. So you know, it's only a matter of time before he actually amps up not only the equipment but the type of things he wants to do with the facility. You know, so like I guess a lot of you guys are seeing behind the scenes footage, and it's not even done yet. In reality, you know, it's done, but he still wants to, you know, add more stuff to the facility, which is fair and which is something I feel like him being him, he's going to continue to do. He's going to continue to better his program. He's going to continue to better his facility, and you only gotta, you know, give kudos to Friga for that. And even opening up the gym, allow me to do this. You know, so we're going to jump right into this video. As I mentioned, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I know a lot of you guys are new to my channel, and this is my coaching channel. So you might have seen me somewhere else, but this is my coaching channel, and coaching / basketball channel. So I don't want to confuse you guys with different topics, different niches. This is just strictly basketball content. It's strictly for you guys. So just please like, please subscribe, you guys. I do appreciate everybody who watch, everybody who follow me on my social media, whatever social media you find me. You know, I really do appreciate you guys, because a lot of the stuff would not happen without you guys supporting me. You know, and a simple way, easy way to support, just subscribe. That's the easiest way you guys can do it, is subscribe, and I will keep you guys updated when it comes to merch. You know, I want to put some merch out there for you guys to purchase, and I'm creating some merch. I would say I'm creating some merch now, but I've got some ideas floating in my brain, you know, as far as hoodies, as far as other things I'm not going to say yet, but I will say that stuff's on the way. Stuff's on the way. Coach Bakes, if you guys want any training, any help with basketball, any questions, feel free to drop it below as well. I know a lot of you guys was asking about, you know, the types of training that can be done. So I know a lot of you guys are asking the type of training that can be done when it comes to basketball. You know, what's the first thing you should do? You play basketball, you get on the basketball court, does it stretch? Does it put your shoes on? Does it go to the back? Like, everybody got a lot of weird questions to ask, but I would say for the most part, I'm going to be answering all these questions here, you know, as far as what you guys should be doing when it comes to basketball. I'm still coaching, I'm still training, so a lot of that content will be on here as well. A lot of our in-game seasons as well. We have tournaments and stuff like that, so my coaching videos will be on this channel as well. So you get the full access, you'll get the full, you know, you'll get the full basically full access of what's going on and my channel and how we're going to operate, you know, moving forward. But we're almost there. I'm going to let you guys grab your popcorn, chill out. You know, this is going to be another probably hour-long video. I'm going to try to get some B-roll, get some footage in there, and this should be pretty much a packed gym. It should be a packed gym. If not, it's going to be a packed gym. It's going to be a packed gym. It was packed yesterday, and it was just good amount of people there yesterday, to the point where you can play, you can have runs, you know, so that's always going to be a plus. You can play, you can have runs, and that's what it really comes down to basketball. You don't want to sit around and wait, having to wait an hour, 2 hours just to play the game of basketball, you know. So I don't think that's the best, but I don't think that's the worst as well. So yeah, we're here, pulling up. Looks like it may not be anywhere to park, but we're gonna find somewhere to park here. Let's see.
obviously, you know, we got 30 people here, so we'll break up into groups when we do that, and then whoever wins that King of the Court group will go to the finals round. And, you know, a lot of you guys have been seeing the videos before, maybe some of you guys have seen some of the challenges we've been doing here, so the groups have helped us get more people in here, so we'll do that, but, you know, I'm super grateful that you guys are here. Obviously, we got some members here, you guys already know what it is. Outside of that, we'll shoot the King of the Court video, then afterwards we want to shoot a video. Last person to miss a free throw wins $100. It's a short form video, so it'll go on Instagram, YouTube Shorts. We'll have everybody line up, and it's literally just last person to miss a free throw wins. So we'll do that after the long form video. If you get out, we want you guys to stick around, because we'll even do some runs afterwards too. If you guys want to get up and down, we can have some more clips. When you do get out to the King of the Court, we just ask you to pick, you know, one of the bleachers to sit in, and just help create some energy. Create some energy in the video, and then once we get down to our last group, we ask everybody to stand up, get some energy again. There should be a couple people remaining. $1,000 on the line, and then I'll tell you guys what else. We're gonna add something else. We'll wait until we're recording it on video. I can see CJ's going right now, but we'll just do it in the flow of the video. Other than that, anybody have any questions? So we'll get into it. You guys can ask some questions, but like I said, I'm really grateful you guys are here. Grayson, you think we're ready to get going soon? Right. Yeah? Ready to?
Yo, can I get all the balls except for the white TNC ball?
You guys ready to go? Yes, sir. Everyone feel good?
Yeah.
So, we're gonna have everybody here together, and I'm just gonna come through the middle here, and it's gonna be like a 5-second intro. After the intro, in the actual video, goes like a voiceover explaining the rules, and then a pop after me here, what's on the line, and I'll let you guys know outside of the money what's on the line. And then we'll split up into groups, and then we'll go from there. I invited 30 hoopers to compete in one of the biggest games of King of the Court ever. I invited 30 hoopers to compete in one of the biggest games of King of the Court ever. Guys, we got $1,000 on the line, and whoever wins will not only be walking away with just money, but also an automatic invite to the next chapter season to play, perform, and get a chance to really You guys know we are playing for $1,000 today, so one person today will walk away with $1,000 cash, and whoever wins, you will get an automatic invite to the next chapter season. I'm just going to give you a random number. Logan, it's the 10, correct? What? 10. Here we go. 30. Should be down to 30. 5 groups. Yeah. Everybody get a single file line. Everybody get a single file line. Are we back? You're out. I don't know. Yeah, he's out. You gotta take 2 shots. Yeah, you gotta take 2. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Alright. 5 and 6. So the games are going to be played to 5 all ones, and we do have a ref here, so it's not calling your own this time. Whoever wins will advance to the final round, and then that final round will get there. When we get there, we'll go group by group. Just remember your group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. All right, and then if you're not playing, do we want them just like right here on the edge, around the 3-point line? Just trying to like basically, if you're not in, just help us, create some energy, be on the sideline. All right, y'all ready? Yes, sir. All right, if you're out, we can just kind of crowd the court. First group, you can step up here. Scoop, you ready? Yeah, whatever.
He's not even in it. And you give it a shot.
Get one, get one. Oh.
He's not in it, so it don't matter if he makes it. He can make
Oh, he just shooting you.
He can shoot.
Y'all doing the first one naked? Oh yeah.
Money.
What y'all got on it right now? I'll jump in. Oh, he just made that.
He's stacking up. Hey, no.
No. He just took my money. I'm winning it back. From the start.
Come on, where we at?
Come on, I gotta win my 10 back. I'm winning my 10 back right here. I'm winning my 10 back.
If everybody, it's the first round, a couple people. Hey, one more ball.
No. You 100 in the pot. 100 in the pot. I'm in on this too.
Good job.
Hey, show. Everyone gets in the line. Everyone just shoots a free throw. And the last person that misses the free throw wins the point. And every time they get out, they gotta go to the bench. That way they don't get to the rest. Hey, can everybody make your way in here? If you're doing the free throw challenge,
first day, you know, we ran ones, we ran twos, we ran threes, we ran fours, we ran so many games. You know, today it was literally like a movie. I was sore. I pushed through. I didn't even really want to do it. And that's why I haven't had my pants on, because I'm like, do I even want to go out here? Because I'm already so sore. But I'm a man of my word. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, right? If I say something, I'm going to do something. We ran King of the Court. We ran like the free throw contest, which was terrible. Y'all don't understand how sore I am. When you get this age, oh my goodness, I feel so bad. Like, I feel so bad. My whole body just hurts. Like, getting out of my car hurts. My leg hurts. I was aching there. You're going to probably see me in the video stretching a lot. I'm trying to, like, loosen up this tenderness. Not even like the soreness. So I'm very, very sore. But it was open runs today. Obviously, I showed up. You know, I still did my thing, but I'm very, very sore. I gave you guys some clips, like good and bad clips, whatever the case, clip it up. I got y'all. You know what I mean? But come down to it, man, I'm realizing, you know, it's a different ball game. You know, it's a different ball game, meaning there's different, you know, from a coach standpoint, because I'm a coach. So from a coach standpoint, it's good seeing the talent. It's good seeing how basketball has grown from, you know, it's good to see how basketball grown. And I'm just trying to think about all of the players that was there and the competition. This is high level competition. These are pros. These are overseas athletes, you know, D3, D2, D1. You know, you got a bunch of people who is at the highest of their level. And that's the good competition. That's the environment I like to be in. And me, I'm going to find my way within my way. Me being a coach, me being a content, creating a lot of content, just like Friga. So I'm trying to find different ways, you know, to not only showcase the basketball game, but coach it as well. You know, obviously, I look at some of these players that's there, their athleticism is top tier. You know, everybody has their unique talents. Everybody's God-given. You know, you got players at 6'2", you got players that's 5'4", you got players that's 6'7", 6'9", 7 foot, you know, all that's been to the gym. And it's a blessing. And just like what Friga's doing, it's just good to showcase this talent. You know, we did a we did like a half-court contest. Everybody put $10 on the line. But if somebody makes it, then it's like it's over with. But if somebody makes it that haven't already shot, they have their chance to shoot it. You know, but it's good to see the competition, and it's also showing that anybody can win. I think I mentioned this before this video. Anybody can win. You know, I shoot 90% from the free throw, and that free throw was terrible. But it's part of the game, right? I'm sore, and I'm back to back. Y'all seen the footage. I had 3 hours worth of footage of playing basketball. Today I only had 10 minutes. You know what I mean? But it shows to show how sore I was personally. It was winning yesterday. You guys obviously seen those clips. If not, go back to the other video. But yeah, did a free throw contest. I think we did like King of the Court. There was 30 players there. And the free throw contest on top of 5-on-5 after the fact. But I definitely was like, I'm not running. I can't. There's no way my legs are going to allow me to run. So I didn't run. I didn't even attempt to run. There were some other players out there. I recorded some of their footage, you know, but I didn't even attempt to run. Friga got pizza. We ate pizza, you know, chopped it up, talked it up. You know, it's always good to see behind the scenes, you know, of the basketball. A lot of you guys see like the TNC events. If you guys see, you know, which is amazing events, amazing top tier events, but you guys don't see the behind the scenes of just basketball players doing regular stuff. And that's kind of the stuff that I want to showcase, basketball players doing regular stuff. You know what I mean? Not saying like that, but it's just like, what you want to see, like what's going on behind the scenes. Like, does Friga like pizza? What's his favorite pizza? Like stuff like that. Like certain players, like what do they like doing? You know, besides the point. But it was a movie today. Everybody showed out. Everybody did their thing. You know, like I said, I'm out here. I'm getting cardio. I'm obviously, you know, you getting cardio, working out. Top tier. Besides that, I want to thank everybody who has been tuned in, who subscribed, who liked this video. You know, thank you so much. I will be doing a giveaway and a lot of the breakdowns. A lot of this content, I've been trying to reach that 1 hour mark. And from today's video, I don't know if we're going to reach it, but we are going to reach it. But what I'm saying is the first day was so intense, and it's like your first day, I'm going to say like at your job, but like your first day, my body's relearning a lot of things. You know, personally, you know, wasn't in the best of shape, but I was getting buckets. You know, not saying got to be in the best of shape, but there's a basketball shape and there's like a regular body shape. And if you're a basketball player and hooper, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Getting your body into that form. You know, I'm still holding on a lot of weight, you know, and from the past, you know, past months where I was sick and stuff like that, where I wasn't able to physically work out and play basketball based on a lot of things that was going on. But as of right now, like I said, we're getting back to the mode. I'm just threw myself in. Yeah, I literally threw myself in. But it's good to see the content. It's good where we can say open runs, who's going to pull up, and people pull up. Like, that's the beauty of a lot of basketball in itself, and it brings people together. You know, and that's the number one thing that I do. I'm going to say number one thing, but like that's one of the things that I love about basketball. For me, it was a thing that I can do that puts my mind in a different place, right? Everybody, you know, has their own outlets where they vent. Basketball has been mine, whether it's win, lose, or draw. You know, you're going to have the trash talking. That's all part of the game. But at the end of the day, basketball is my outlet. And I don't care if there's 100 people there, 5 people there, 1 person there, just me. That never mattered. You know, that never really mattered. You know, a lot of people ask me, yo, Q, do you get intimidated? Or you, when other people, like when you're going against, you know, TNC players, when you're in the gym with Friga? And like, no, because I don't personally, because I do this if nobody's in the gym. You know, I just treat it like that. Obviously, you got to get used to, you know, people talking trash. And that's just part of, not saying get used to it, but like, you're putting yourself in a different environment where that's going to happen. And that happens no matter where you play basketball at. So I've never been sensitive to that fact of trash talking is part of the game, right? It's just whole part of the game, trash talking, but it's always in between those lines, right? It's always in between those lines. If I could take a break for tomorrow, I would, but like I said, I'm a man of my word. I told Friga I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be back tomorrow and getting a lot of work in, get a lot of exercise. I want to get some more content in there. And each day, I'm telling you guys, the video content will be better. Each and every day, I'm learning different ways how I can record, how can I move the camera, X, Y, Z. And I'm a one-man show. I'm doing this all by myself. So put that in perspective as well. But I do want to get a lot of behind the scenes, you know, and hopefully, but one of these videos, I'll probably play like Kyle with Friga or just something real small, not nothing too big, but where we can play Kyle, you know, ask questions, stuff like that. So I'm going to run that by him to see if that's what he wants to do or if we can fit that in there, you know, because a lot of you guys are asking, you know, about ones and stuff like that. I don't think, you know, I think there's a preparation that comes behind a lot of the ones, and we're gonna keep it like that. But anyways, Friga's been doing an astronomical job at keeping not only these runs safe, but these runs strictly runs. You know, like I said, my first day, it was so much competition. It was only 8 of us, but it was no matter what, we played 3v3, there was 2 people waiting and another person get picked up. So you're constantly playing. I was constantly playing, constantly. Even if I lost, I played. If I won, lost. I was constantly playing. And like I said, this is high competition. You got people that's 6'7", 250, 270, 230, you know, 190, 150, 140, all different age groups, all different weight classes, you know. But when the ball rolled, it's time to play one-on-one. And it's a group of people critiquing what you're doing within those lines. So got to always put that in perspective. And kind of rock out like that. But I'm always going to rock out. I'm always going to do my thing, because confidence is key, but also this is stuff that we practice, me being a coach, me training a lot of athletes is always being prepared. A lot of people, are going to be prepared or not going to be prepared, but sometimes you got to be prepared. Some stuff is God-given. Some people are just tall. Some people are just faster. It is what it is, but it's getting in, cutting off directions. A lot of the king of the courts one-on-ones, I'm forcing somebody to their weaker hand. I'm not playing straight up. I'm forcing you to go left. I'm forcing you to go to left the way to cut you off. Now you got to spin back to the right or take a tough shot, or I can smack it down. So that's me being a smart defender, but also, like I said, a lot of these players that I'm actually playing against, they're 15 years younger than me, 12 years younger than me, 13 years younger than me, 14 years younger than me, and I'm talking to them and inspiring the youth and inspiring them. But it's still the fact of when we're on the court, they're trying to bust me just like I'm trying to bust them on the basketball court. They're trying to score on me. I'm trying to score on them. So it is what it is, but that's part of the game. And as I mentioned before, I'm out there to get a lot of this cardio, a lot of this pizza, a lot of these donuts, a lot of all this stuff off of me, but at the end of the day, we've had some astronomical runs, and never gonna knock it. I'm always gonna be here for basketball rec. I'm always gonna be there for basketball rec, and it's good. It was good 100 people, literally 100 people there in the gym, and we was able to not fight. I'm beat up.
It's good for you.
Good for me, man.
go.
Game 2, man. Day 2. Tomorrow, I'm sore.
Yeah.
Legs hurt, body hurt. We are back at it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Back at it tomorrow.
And hopefully we run 5s this time.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
17 people in this man's group. 8 people showed up.
8 people showed up.
That's it. We did run 3s. Half
Yeah.
court. I'm like, damn. Me and Luke almost had to hop in, run some.
It was kind of cool though because
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
right,
It was good.
though.
We kept running. I
for
think that's why I'm sore. We like
a ton
2-3
of
hours.
games.
Yeah.
You guys ran a ton.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yo,
on.
subscribe for more
Subscribe.
content.
Yes,
Come on now.
for sure. Behind the scenes. And the pizza was too. Oh yeah, what pizza is there? I don't know. This ain't gonna be no sponsor, but
Yeah, it's one of our food partners, bro.
Yeah.
It's good pizza, bro. It really is.
it is.
It was voted #1 in Northeast Ohio. I don't know by who, but it's not bad.
That shit was good.
It's called like Acton King or something like the King of Pizza. You had fun hooping, bro?
How much you come up off? We got about $200. You up too much. We ain't gonna talk about that.
We could go play for 100 right now.
Let's go.
Don't say that.
Then let's go.
Don't say that.
I ain't never ducking.
I'll play you in my
I'm
on clouds right now.
Hey, I got the Golden Gooses on. What's up?
He's still hot from the video. Trying to get a clip for you, man. I'm trying.
I just need one for you, that's it. But it's saying, no, like you said in the video,
Catch and shoot.
I need 7.
That was tough. Yeah, for real, you gotta end it.
That's 7. That's not 1 or 2, so I won. Yeah, that's fine.
You got 5 then?
Yeah, 5.
That.
Hell yeah. workout facility.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
Sauna's on and everything too. So feel free to jump in there, warm up.
Bad.
You gotta rehydrate.
True.
We shot a video here where 2 people stayed here 24 hours, and they're gonna like this. We just
Man.
like let them do what they want for 24 hours before they played one-on-one.
Okay.
And they kept doing it in the sauna, just over and over, and they ended up cramping up really bad. They didn't like rehydrate or anything.
Got all the bathrooms, yeah. Water